Yeah, Eagle, Sea Lion.
Sea Lion, ready? Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Are you happy with green to green if I sort of hook these reds?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine, sir. Green to green.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ahoy, shipmates! There's been some lovely skies out there this afternoon, or this evening. Unfortunately, we've just missed them. If the ships left a couple of minutes earlier, we would have had some absolutely beautiful skies. It's just the tail end of some skies going on now. See if you want itching. 3 departures today. They've just changed the times on me, so I was having to adjust the times. I'm also having all sorts of weird problems here. So I can't control itching. Anyway, you don't need to know about my weird problems. Having lots of weird problems. Let's see. Currently, the times are correct. We had a call in from Arcadia, and apparently she's still loading luggage. So there, Arcadia's the end of Mayflower Park. Then we've got Iona that we can see on port cam. There's Iona. And then down at the
BTS buggy.
Queen Elizabeth II terminal, we have Queen Mary 2.
Yeah, good evening to you. That's us finished on the RDO Concorde and heading up to the Margaret Shock.
Which we can see on both box cam and netcam. Yes, there's been apparently, it sounds like I've only just got in, so I'm trying to catch up on the radio myself. But it sounds like there's a few delays going on this evening. We've got delays to Arcadia, and I think Iona's now pushed to 6 o'clock. And also, I think there's a delay on Queen Mary 2, so three of them seem to be delayed. The weather is pretty decent. No, that's not the weather, is it? The weather's pretty decent in port today. It feels a bit warmer than it has been. Currently at 7 degrees C, but yes, it's definitely been a little bit warmer. Visibility, look at that, 35 nautical miles. It's been a while since we've seen great visibility in port. A gentle breeze coming from the northwest. Now, I'm hoping for a good deal of haulage here, because we've got Iona at the ocean terminal here, and then we've got Arcadia over here at Mayflower Park. Now, Arcadia is going to depart first and go past Iona, and as they're both P&O ships, I reckon there'll be some hooting abound. Let's see, make sure the outside microphone's working. Yes, it is indeed. I've got an upgrade for the outside microphone. I was hoping to install that this weekend. Maybe I'll get round to it tomorrow. Should be an improvement, because at the moment it's a bit, how do I say it? A bit Heath Robinson, the way it works. So I'm hoping to improve on that. But currently I'm experiencing all sorts of strange network problems, and I can't do what I want to do. So I have no idea why. It's just one of those days. Apparently lots of things say that they can't connect to the internet. Oh well. All bloody shipmates in the chat. Ahoy there, David WK9. Ahoy there, Leslie R. Ahoy there, Tizzy C. And ahoy there, Paula Jones. And ahoy there,
Iona, Southampton.
and ahoy there, Georgina Stevenson. There we go. VTS is calling Iona again to see what's happening there. She had to call Iona earlier because the bunkering vessel, the Coral Methane, which is next door, wanted to go, and Iona hadn't detached her pipes for delivering the fuel.
Iona, Southampton VTS, Southampton VTS.
And she wanted to, she said, I had to radio Iona and say, please let go of the pipe so that Coral Methane can depart. Coral Methane is the bunkering vessel, the mobile petrol station, as it were, for the Iona. Iona and Arvia run on LNG.
Southampton VTS, Iona.
Iona, Southampton VTS, question. Can I have a situation update on letting go of the Coral Methane, please?
BTS, coral methane.
Coral methane, VTS.
Hose has just been disconnected. They've passed some paperwork and will be letting go shortly.
Oh, copy, thank you. Break. UKDC line, VTS.
BTS sea line, go ahead, man.
Information, coral methane breaking away from the Iona in the ocean dock, proceeding outbound.
It's all copy, man. I'll carry on this course and get past the ocean dock. Thank you.
Oh, there we go. So there we go. Now they've disconnected the coral methane. I'm just having a quick...
Coral methane, Iona. You're alongside the Manipacker, though.
One BTS, copy, thank you.
I see a couple of... where did I see that in the chat?
Crew is already standing by. Just let us know when you're happy to let go the lines.
Well, I see someone in the chat mention something. I'll have a quick look. Someone said they've got some flags. Where did I see that?
Coral methane, Iona. Did you get my last message? Okay, letting go. Headlines done. Nice. Thank you.
Shipmate Steve Chambers has flag he's on P&O mid Iona mid to aft port side. Excellent, shipmate. We'll keep a lookout for you there. Should be reasonably visible. Port side's the best side to be. I'm just noticing if I go and have a look on the
BTS, GPS Avenger.
port cam here, it looks like the buffet is fairly busy.
Yeah, that's completed with the Terminal 1, so back to 49 bath.
GPS Avenger, VTS, all copy, thank you. Traffic information, coral methane's getting underway from the ocean dock, outbound, over.
Okay, coral methane from the ocean dock, thank you.
Excellent. So we'll have a couple of flags to look out for on Iona. Iona is the... Well, it was going to be... No, she's now... Which one is she now? I think she's third away. Yes, that's right. She's third away. I'll just check on the VTS time. It looks to me like all three ships have run into a bit of difficulty and all changing their times. And that is the currently most updated time. Arcadia is way first. She's off on... Where's Arcadia off to? Somewhere exciting, I'm sure. It's off on a 5-day trip to Zeebrugge, or Bruges in Belgium, Amsterdam, and then comes back to the UK on the 19th of December. And then she heads off on after that for a 10-day Scandinavian Christmas escape. Queen Mary 2, on the other hand, is half the way through, or part the way through a 18-day round trip to Rotterdam, Zeebrugge, and then she comes back to Southampton and then heads off, where she's now, then heads off to New York. So Queen Mary 2 going transatlantic. Iona, she is off on a 14-day round trip to Christmas special to Spain, Portugal, and the Canary Islands. Oh, that's going to be brilliant. I bet the weather down there is fantastic. Ideal time of year to go. Oh, talking about going on cruises, got a button here somewhere. There we go. And in case you're wondering, we're organising a group cruise. And there's the Facebook page there. If you want to come and join the Facebook page, we're in the stages of fettling the requirements and trying to work out what to do. I think we've narrowed it down to the Princess Cruises and Cunard at the moment. I was looking at Queen Mary 2 and it reminded me. And it could be different ones. So it's going to be Princess or Cunard at the moment, and it will be towards the end of next year, like September, October 2025. Once we actually have the proper cruise booked in, I'll put a web page up and a link, and so you can get to it without going via Facebook, because I know not everyone has Facebook. Just checking the weather in Lanzarote, and it is 22 and sunny.
Yes, we're bridge 2 away from the Manipacker with the pilot on board, back to 46 first steps, and copy all the traffic.
I don't think you could ask for better weather, could you? 22 and sunny this time of year. I know it's going to be a bit warmer tomorrow, but this week has been really very chilly.
Wheelbench 2 VTS, negative, no. Could you, drop the...
Coral methane, Iona. Yeah, that's fine. No problem. Wait. Yeah, are you happy to let go one of your spring lines now?
VTS, either that, or, wait until the coral methane's actually sailed from the ocean dock.
Okay, we'll have slack. I'll advise my crew now to let go. Yeah, BTS Vintage 2. Yeah, we'll stand by and wait for it to clear.
Well, it looks like we've got a couple of
22
shipmates.
BTS understood.
So we've got shipmate Max Shortle also on Iona. He'll be deck 11 waving at the balcony. Oh, okay, we'll look out for you. He's port side, so it should be relatively easy to spot, I think. It's getting darker though, isn't it? Arcadia, it was still loading luggage. That's what she radioed in earlier. That's why she's delayed. Just having a quick look, see if I can see anything on the side of Iona. No. You just see some lovely shipmates enjoying the buffet there on Iona. Shipmate Dolly Dalton says they're meeting at Queen Mary 2 next Saturday for the voyage to the Caribbean, back to New York to travel across the Atlantic, 22 days in total. Saved for 18 months. We are so excited to be going Queen's Grill. Wow, that's a trip, isn't it? So you're doing a bit of Caribbean and then transatlantic on Queen Mary 2. Wow, that's the way to do it. Definitely a trip. Remember that one. Shipmate Meal Service Software says we're on Queen Mary 2 again. Some of you shipmates, you're on one of these ships more often than the crew are. On Queen Mary 2 again, just under the bridge with our torches. Excellent shipmate, should be pretty good. I mean, I should be able to find you. I'm not sure which side of the ship you're on. Hopefully you're on the... actually, it wouldn't matter really, because we will see both sides. We'll see the starboard side first, and then we'll see the port side. But if you are on a particular side, we might be able to see you a bit more easily. You can see a fair amount of the port side. Starboard side here of Queen Mary 2. And then we can see the front over here. Oh, there's our channel sponsor, Paul. Well, he's...
Red Jet 6. Good evening again. Town Quay to House, please.
He sent me the answer across last. Okay, let's see if we can see.
Red Jet 6, VTS traffic information. UKDC line's working off the ocean dock. Coral methane possibly might be breaking away from the ocean dock, outward bound. Ferry traffic.
See, please.
There we go. Paul sent us some prices over so we can, if you want an idea of how much some of these things cost, we'll just save those.
Yes, Arcadia on 101. Just confirm we're 2 and 2 and we'll be pulling away shortly. Aware of the coral methane.
Arcadia, VTS singling up, thank you.
There we go. Arcadia eventually loaded all that luggage and she's heading off. Right. There we go. I think I've done my administrative duties there. Arcadia's coming from the... I'll whiz the camera around the other way because Arcadia's coming from Mayflower Park end. Hopefully, I might have a solution for our camera location problem. But anyway, that's early stages of that. Could be rather good. Let's go. There we go. Arcadia's going to come from our screen. All right. If you want some idea of prices on Arcadia, this Paul sent us over some prices here. This is a 19 night from April next year. It's Southampton. And this is a slightly more unusual itinerary here from Arcadia. So 3 days at sea, and then Montreal in Spain, Palermo in Italy, and then Greece, then Turkey, and then Greece again, over to Crete, popping into Gibraltar on the way back, and then 3 days at sea again to Southampton. That's unusual. We don't see too many cruises going to Greece heading around that way. That's quite a long way. Good, and a good couple of days at sea as well. Another one on Ventura, if that takes your interest. This is a July next year for 14 nights. Oh, 19th of July. Was that in school? I wonder if that'd be in school holidays. Well, actually, no, I'm saying that is Ventura, the adult-only one. One of these cruise ships is adult-only. I don't remember if it's Ventura or Arcadia. Perhaps you let me know in the chat. Shipmate Ruth Herbert says, what is the size comparison between Iona and Queen Mary 2? Well, it depends what you mean by size. I mean, lengthwise. Oh, there we go. Destination Unknowns giving us some extra information there. Excellent information there. Size-wise, they're both about the same length. But Queen Mary 2 is narrower. And
VTS, Coral Methane, we are underway. Backing out the ocean dock.
And a lot lighter as well. She's
Call me saying VTS underway, thank you.
She's considerably smaller in gross tons. Let's see if we can see coral methane.
Southampton VTS, GPS Avenger, all fast on 49.
Okay, thank you.
Coral Methane, Iona, thank you very much as well. See you next time.
Yeah, interestingly, the LNG-powered cruise ships, Arcadia and Iona, they have to fill up from the ship Coral Methane. And that comes all the way from Holland, which strikes me as a bit peculiar. But anyway, that comes from Holland. And they don't fill up every week. I think it depends on where they're going. But when Iona's going to the fields, I think it's every third week they fill up. Or might be every second week. It's amazing what sort of range they get. And the Coral Methane is on the move now. It's very busy with tugs down there as well. It's got Y Storm, Y Force, Spitzer Eleanor, Lomax, Will Jive, EGS Ventus, and Spitzer Mercurius. And let me show you on the map. It's like Tug Central down here. Look, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tugs. Is that right? A lot of tugs. Oh, I should look on the map for Arcadia, just in case. Oh, looks like Arcadia is on the move. Yep, Arcadia is now on the move. After she must have loaded all of that luggage. There we go. She's just off of Mayflower Park. Ooh, question, where do I go? I know, I'm going to use this camera. No, hang on. What am I going to do? I'm going to do this. And let's do this. Let's do that, so I can see Arcadia on this one. Yep, now Arcadia is just coming on screen now. And I'm going to use the other one for checking on coral methane. Right, I've got that all sorted now. Gosh, it's funny, isn't it? They all leave at once. So currently, Arcadia is late. As far as I know, Queen Mary 2 is leaving on time, and Iona is leaving at 6.
VTS, message received, thank you. Traffic information, the UKC line still working off dockhead. The coral methane's getting underway from the ocean dock now, backing out, and the Arcadia is just lifting off from 101.
We can see Arcadia. We haven't had any passenger or crew numbers yet on Arcadia. Oh, shipmate Sherry
Causeway, VTS.
Coles.
Hey, VTS, understood, thank you.
Oh dear, I can't. Shipmate Sherry, where's she gone? I saw her up there somewhere. Shipmate Sherry Cole says she has friends on Queen Mary 2 and they've just announced leaving at 6:30. What is going on this evening? It's going wrong for the ships. It's certainly going wrong for me. Computer's asking me all sorts of questions now. I've got to authorise apps I've been using for... I don't know. I've definitely got some sort of gremlins, and the gremlins are growing. Yeah, I don't like the gremlins. Anyway, let's concentrate on the action at hand and let's not worry about my captain's problems. Captain. There we go. Before I forget, just in case you're wondering, I'm the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcasting live and direct from here in the port of Southampton. We have 3 departures this evening. One of them is late, and I think all of them are going to be late to a certain extent. We've got Arcadia on our screens now, Queen Mary 2 and Iona.
Going, and we're just kind of in the way here, so we're gonna move now.
Line BTS, all copied. Thank you very much.
UK DC line is down by the dockhead. Arcadia's off on a little tiny trip this time. A 5-day round trip to Belgium and the Netherlands.
Traffic information. The coral methane's backing out of the ocean dock and Arcadia's lifting off from 101.
Okay, we get some lovely pictures this evening. Like I was saying earlier, if this broadcast had started about an hour ago, we had some really stunning sunset this evening. Well, shipmate Red Morris is 28 days and we'll be leaving on Iona to the Caribbean. Looking forward. Oh, you're going on the Caribbean one. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, well, there's shipmate MV Arcadia. That's a great looking name. I think I might know what you'll be interested in watching. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Make your way down to the galley. Grab yourself a mug of grog. And if you're interested, I'm actually got a discount code for Shanty Rum, which is available in the description. I did a little rum tasting the other day. It came out towards the top. Not quite top, but almost there. Very good indeed. Local rum made with seaweed, so that's my preferred rum of choice at the moment. Also, as you remember, don't forget to join our Discord.
Queen Mary 2, Southampton VTS, Southampton VTS.
Where you can talk and join in with like-minded shipmates. Yes, shipmate Red Morris is off on Iona. That's a fantastic cruise. That is.
VTS, Queen Mary 2.
Queen Mary 2, Southampton VTS, evening. Could you go channel 20, please? 20.
20.
There is Arcadia on the side there. Coming on the screens. Yeah, shipmates Raymond was talking there. This is something similar, I think, to what shipmates Raymond Morris is onto. And this is for a year's time. 34-night Caribbean on Queen Mary 2. Inside price from $3,239 per person. That's 34 nights on board. You will be an old sea dog by the time you get off on that one. Southampton, Madeira, St. Kitts, Barbados, St. Lucia, Grenada, Dominica, Antigua, Barbuda, St. Martin, Santa Cruz, Tenerife on the way back. And Southampton almost sounds a bit of a letdown, doesn't it, going to Tenerife on the way back? But there you go. That's a similar one. That's on Queen Mary 2. I seem to remember the one on Iona was a lot more competitively priced. I thought it was really good value. Maybe I'll need to book that up for a year's time or so. Oh, there, Cruise Monkeys. Welcome, Cruise Monkeys. Excellent vlogging, cruise ship vlogging. If you're interested in knowing a bit more about cruise ships, go and check out the Cruise Monkeys YouTube channel. They're always making fun content. If they ever leave the port of Southampton on a cruise, they are typically to be found somewhere on the stern with their massive great yellow foam hands. Easy to spot the Cruise Monkeys.
MYK, Demeter, Southampton VTS, stand by.
Mr. Cootie's restaurant there, rather bright and elaborate. Very distracting for the camera, unfortunately. Turn it down, Mr. Cootie. Turn your restaurant down. Oh, the shipmate Jan Gale says, Captain, can you please give a shout out to our 2 lovely friends on Queen Mary 2 making their way back home to the USA. They are UK born, lived there 43 years. Excellent. What a great way to take a trip back to the USA.
Very
via
good
Queen
account,
Mary
thank
2.
you. Reg at 7, Castle Point in it.
Yes, Arcadia looking fairly fresh. I'm right remembering she just returned from a refurbishment. Maximum passengers on board is somewhere in the region of 2,500. I'm suspecting double occupancy be around about 2,000 passengers on board, and 866 crew could be a maximum there. We'll see what the figures are when the pilot radios over them. Oh, shipmate Jan Gale says they are Patton Mike. Patton Mike returning to the USA on Queen Mary 2. Fantastic. In fact, I'm going transatlantic myself next year. I'm booked up with our channel sponsor, Paul from Love Cruise. He's set me up with, in fact, I can do more. I can do better than that. I can actually do. I can get it right. There we go. He's set me up with the maiden voyage from the port of Southampton on the Norwegian Aqua, and that's departing 28th of March next year. And I thought the prices were very reasonable. And I'm going to go on a brand new ship. I think that's my first time on a brand new ship. First time transatlantic as well on a cruise ship. So that'll be fantastic. Going to make a lot of films on board, and I promise I will edit them on the same day. In fact, to do that, my plan is to film in the morning, edit in the afternoon, and then have dinner and have a rum in the evening. After this one, the Arcadia's off on a 10-day Christmas Scandinavian escape. And then she's in port for a few more days until January the 3rd, where she's off on a 100-day round trip, the Western Circumnavigation. Oh my word, what a cruise that is. That is a phenomenal cruise. I shudder to think how much that might cost. In fact, I wonder if it's got a rough price. No, it doesn't have a rough price. Sometimes there's a little rough price. I see a coral methane is now departing from behind Iona after having filled her up with LNG. That explains why Arcadia's not really going very fast. She's going very, very slowly and carefully. She's waiting for the coral methane. That's this one here, the bunkering vessel. Iona, she connects to Iona via some pipes, and apparently they couldn't disconnect the pipes, so it's been a bit of a delay there.
VTS will supply.
Full supply, VTS.
VTS will supply, leaving again. Like to get away from 46 berths, but it will carry 250. Round to the Empress, please. Once the coral methane's clear.
Full supply, so taking 250 to 21. Another barge, please.
Yeah, the will carry 258. The will drive's got. She'll be headed around there as well, to 20 berths as well.
Same berth. Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, the shipmate, the Village Rake. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. There we go. We can just get the coral methane on the screen. LNG, written in very large letters down the side. I presume there's something somewhere that probably says no smoking. Arcadia is gracefully departing. Yeah, so this cruise on Arcadia starting the 3rd of January. Wow, that is a 100-day cruise, Western Circumnavigation. I would read you the destinations off, but there are a lot of them, as you could well imagine. Basically going from Madeira.
VTS, Arcadia, that's up Pierhead, just minimum speed, just watching the coral methane swing.
Yeah, I thought she was going a bit more slowly. It's calling it Fengshan Madeira,
Arcadia, all copy, thank
and then Barbados, around the Caribbean, then over to San Francisco, then Hawaii, and then the Samoan Islands, and then Tonga, and then a whole lot around New Zealand. Well, that's an extensive tour around New Zealand. Then up to Indonesia, down to Malaysia, across to Mauritius, then down to South Africa. Oh, Namibia. Fantastic, calling into Namibia. And then the Canaries, and then back to Southampton. That is a fantastic cruise. 3rd of January, that leaves. I'll see if I can get shipmate Paul to give us some pricing on that.
Good evening, that's all finished with the coral methane now. We're up to 107 for the NCC Indian, I think it is sailing.
Weston, thank you. All copy, Arcadia is at Pierhead, outward bound.
All copy, thank you.
That is the coral methane.
VTS, white false.
White false, please.
VTS, white false. Yeah, good evening, ma'am. That's us all finished with the coral methane, heading back to American Wharf.
Thank you, that's all good.
Well, the shipmate Steve Chambers asking how many passengers are on Iona. I don't know, shipmate. They've not radioed in yet. But yeah, see, Arcadia's beautifully going slowly here past our camera. This is wonderful. Normally they start picking up a bit of speed, but she's waiting for the coral methane here. She's just reversed out of the terminal after filling up Iona, and now she's heading on out. Shipmate, our excellent sponsor Paul from Love Cruise says, the best thing about the Western Circumnavigation cruise is you gain a day in your life by crossing the international date line. Yep, I'm sure you probably do, although I'm not sure how much you pay for the privilege. If Paul can give us a price on that, then Paul. See, I'm curious to know how much it costs. Definitely for the next time, 3rd of January when we're broadcasting, definitely need a price for
Coral
them.
methane will supply.
Coral methane, go ahead.
Coral methane will supply, evening pilot. Any chance you mind us slipping down your port side round to Dockhead, please?
Yeah, that's fine, carry on.
Thank you very much.
There we go. Coral methane heading on out now. Yeah, it's been a bit of a few delays going on now because the now due wait is the Queen Mary 2. So I'm not sure what's happening with her. I think she's due away. I haven't heard any delays, but the lady at VTS has been alluding to a few delays this evening. There we go. There's the coral methane just turning now in the ocean terminal.
Good way, thank you.
One of the little tugs is coming back in. Well, the shipmate Ashley HW says they got off of Iona this morning. Already got the Iona blues. Oh, that's a shame, shipmate. Never mind. So you can warm your. You can warm your cockles up by planning your next one. Easy to identify Arcadia. Lovely illuminated sign there on the top. Haven't seen any waivers on Arcadia today. Don't see any flags. I don't know of anyone on Arcadia. It sounds like we've got quite a few shipmates aboard Iona and Queen Mary 2. Oh, excellent. Paul will come back with some prices. Balcony cabin for this year was £35,000. Is that? I take it that's per person. Ahoy there, shipmate. Judith Marchant. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing.
Yes, please carry on. Traffic for you. Coral Mesan, passing 40 berth, outward bound, and Arcadia at Gimp Elbow.
Oh, copy, thank you.
Silent Traveller UK says 13,000 per person on 99-day cruise in Arcadia. I guess that might be an inside balcony. It's 13,000 per person. That's not bad, is it? That's not a. That's an awful lot of cruising for. I wonder how much that works out a night. Well, the shipmate Robert Lund says, which is the first new ship in port next year? I think it might be Norwegian Aqua, which is the ship that I will be departing on. I don't know of any earlier. There we go, there's the raw methane heading out.
Arcadia.
Going lovely and slowly.
Arcadia, we calling?
Yes, sir, good evening. Just let you know our intentions. You probably see us coming up there. As soon as past the coral methane, we will alter to starboard, show you a good red.
That's understood. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Inward bound to Surrey at 7 dock head.
I think that was a message from Queen Mary 2, but I couldn't hear it. Bit of interference. Destination unknown, exit spanner. Oh, we've got some updates on ship times now, have we? Oh, yes. Queen Mary 2 and Iona now at both at 6 o'clock. What's going on? Everyone's having problems today. The ship's having problems. I'm having problems. Yeah, so shipmate was asking about which is the first cruise for next year. And I think it is going to be Norwegian Aqua. It's the first new ship for next year. And I'm off on Norwegian Aqua. She's departing on 28th of March, transatlantic. There's some prices there for Paul from Nova Scotia. I think it's pretty good value. £730 per person from an inside. Looking forward to spending 7 days on board. No stops, no excursions. But at least I'll get plenty of time to wander around the ship, check out what there was. I've discovered there are 15 restaurants on Norwegian Aqua, 8 of which are specialty restaurants. I haven't actually found out how many bars that is yet. Need to do a bit of research on the number of bars on board. Of course, I shall visit every one of them in my endeavour to bring you back quality footage and an in-depth review. Queen Mary 2. So Queen Mary 2 and Iona both now 6 o'clock. They're both going to depart at the same time. Well, that's going to be quite exciting. Well, I suppose Queen Mary 2 reverses around the corner and Iona reverses out. So there should be no problem there. No problem with collisions or anything. But that'll be interesting. 2 departing at the same time. I might have to have a bit of a galley break before then, in that case. I'll going to struggle to get any decent footage of Arcadia for a while. And I could do with popping to the galley. In preparation for some sustenance. Well, shipmate Jim Harwood says he's in the crow's nest on Arcadia, having a pint or two. I was expecting some horns. Disappointed, shipmates, no horns. What's going on? Where's the horns? With two P&O ships passing, I felt assured there would be a cacophony of ship horns. Most disappointing. There's Arcadia heading off to Amsterdam and Bruges just for a 5-night cruise. Conditions should be okay. Might probably pop into those Christmas markets, I suspect. There's red jet at the bottom of the screen there. Yeah, so as far as I know, Norwegian Aqua is the first new ship for next year. I don't know of any others off the top of my head. I'm sure there are a few. There are some ships, of course, which are new to the port. We've never seen before, but aren't necessarily brand new. Norwegian Aqua is a brand new ship. This is our first ever cruise, maiden voyage. Expecting potentially some fireworks, maybe a water salute. In fact, I could probably do some drone footage of the departure. So if there are any shipmates who would care to drone the departure, that would be wonderful, because I'm not allowed to drone from on board. Oh, back shore said, Arcadia's hooting the horns. I can't hear anything. Oh well, we've got a little honk there. I wonder if we didn't hear. I think that was Arcadia, it might be Iona. I wonder if it's because the wind is probably potentially blowing the horns sounds away from us. Not sure. Water's looking reasonably calm. We've got some decent reflections on the water. There's quite a few shipmates up on the top deck on Arcadia, I've noticed. Braving the elements. I think they're looking out at the other ships. Yeah, they're looking across to Iona and Queen Mary 2. They'll have a wonderful view of Queen Mary 2. There we go. There they are aboard. Yes, looks like that. All taking photographs of Queen Mary 2. It's a reasonably busy day. It's quite this time of year. We do get quite quiet in the port of Southampton, so it makes a change to have 3 ships departing on the same day. Obviously, in the summertime, this becomes lots busier. They were went to the Christmas Carol concert at the Ocean Terminal on Thursday. There were over 500 cruise ship movements in the port of Southampton this year. That's a record, and apparently there'll be more next year. Ahoy there, shipmate! Ahoy there, shipmates! Ian Clay says, used to live in Cowes, cycled down with binoculars and a coffee. Excellent. Sounds like good memories there. Ahoy there, shipmate CS28. Likes the horns. Ahoy there, Daniel's life. Shipmate Ray Morris says, is that when you walk on for the fireworks and water jets? Yes. Just for me. Surely for the captain's benefit. We get quite a good size difference on Netley Cam here. There you go. That's the stern of Queen Mary 2 there. And here's Arcadia coming past. You see there's a very big difference in ships. Notice specifically how Queen Mary 2 is much taller, higher ship. She's tall and thin and long. It helps her slice through the water at a fantastic speed.
VTS Queen Mary 2.
Queen Mary 2, VTS, good evening.
Hello, Dara. Yeah, we're probably going to get underway about 18:30. We've got some more baggage to load, so probably about an hour we'll be finished. So if we have some time, we'll let the Iona go. And the Mavic shelter.
Queen Mary 2, VTS, yeah, thank you very much. Yep, got the order now. I'll keep you updated on other vessels. And you will have PC pass as you're the last to depart with NYK Demeter.
Okay, has the Iona, is she good for 1800?
Yeah, hoping for 1800 for Ion.
Okay, good. And the box boat's good, is it?
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, another delay for Queen Mary 2. So Arcadia had a delay with luggage, and it sounds like Queen Mary 2 is also having a delay with luggage. What's going on there? Luggage seems to be the problem. I wonder if it's traffic. They always have traffic problems here in the port of Southampton these days. A lot of traffic coming from London. People get clogged up. Right, shipmates, I will continue to follow what is commonly known as Arcadia on the camera here, but don't really get too much. But I shall be back at 6 o'clock for Iona's departure, and then 6:30 for Queen Mary 2. The naughty cruise ships are all a bit late. Well, shipmates, I shall head to the galley. I suggest you do the same. Maybe you could recharge your rum-based cocktail. Get those potatoes going. And I shall see you shortly, shipmates.
Arcadia, yes, please. Thank you, all on.
VTS Red Jet 7, shortly departing Town Quay for West Coast.
Red Jet 7, VTS Soul, copy, thank you. Outward bound Arcadia, unfortunately, will be clear channel vessel, coral, methane, Lens Lake out to the east. No traffic inward bound.
That's all copied. Thank you.
BTS, Iona.
Iona.
Yeah, well, last coach has turned up. We just given 10 minutes to the engine room, so we should be ready to go 10, 15 minutes. To Vigo, and draft is 8.8.
Iona BTS, thank you very much. All copied. You'll be clear to proceed when you're ready. Queen Mary 2 will wait for you to swing and depart.
Yeah, thank you.
Six BTS, thank you. All copied. Traffic information outward bound is Coral Methane, Lanes Lake, followed by Clear Channel Arcadia, Northwest Netley. Next departure will be Iona within the next 15 minutes from 46. we'll venture to just thank you. Southampton Beach. Airline Southampton Beach. Thank you, that's all received. Here, please remain south of the channel, and pilot launch is underway for you. We'll call you very shortly on channel 9. Thank you.
PTS, coral methane hit go.
Coral methane, thank you all.
VTS, Margareta Schulter.
Margaret Schulter, Southampton VTS.
VTS Margareta Schulter, we're starboard side to STT1, going to stations, see the position to pull off in about 15 to 20 minutes. Bound to Antwerp with a draft of 9.5 and 25 on board.
Thank you, that's all understood. Information for you, at the moment the plan is for Iona to depart from 46, hopefully within the next 10 minutes or so, and then she will be followed by your vessel, and you'll be followed by Queen Mary too. And inward bound, boarding NYK Demeter at 18:30 at the nav for PC pass.
Good, thank you very much.
GTS, Wedge 6, highline inwards, continue speed, please.
Wedge 6, yes, please proceed.
Ahoy, shipmates! Back again. Iona. Oh, you can see the lines are coming in on Iona. I'm just about to pop out to the shop. I was and pick up some provisions for the galley. Thought, well, as we've got a bit of a delay, I thought, well, I'll just nip out there. And no, Iona's said these coaches have arrived and the passengers are on board, and she'll be leaving in 10 minutes.
VTS NACC Indian.
NACC Indian? Not familiar with the NACC Indian. And yes, there you go. She's ready to go. Lines are coming in.
VTS NACC Indian.
The Arcadia is still heading down Southampton Water. There she is. It's a bit dark. A bit of a bright, blurry blob on the screen. And then, so it looks like...
And ACC Indian, stand by please, stand by.
Stand by.
It looks like the Iona's going to nip out first. She's going to... oh, looks, I can see Christmas hats there on Iona. Looks like the staff in the buffet area. I always find the staff in the buffet area to be very jolly. I'd be surprised working in the buffet. Although how they keep the weight off instead of stuffing a few chips in their face, I have no idea. Boy, there, Wayno. Well, there's Shepherd Books is looking forward to some haulage. Oh, there we go. The last line is down on Iona. That's it. I'm going to turn the outside microphone on in anticipation. We've got a couple of shipmates on board with flags. I think one shipmate was Steve Chambers. Got a pretty spectacular view here. We've got, there is the stern of Iona there.
NACC Indian, Southampton VTS.
And the bow of Queen Mary too.
VTS NACC Indian, good evening to you. Pilot on board here, 107. Draft 5.6, vessels off to Gibraltar, 18 plus 1 on board. And yeah, I was just looking out on the traffic there. We'll be following the Margaret Schulte out at the back of the departures.
NACC Indian, Southampton VTS. Can you just confirm again your draft and what's your intentions? You wanna go before the Schulte?
No, we'll we'll wait for the Sholte and we'll proceed after that.
Indian Southampton, yes, okay, just to let you know what the plan is, Sholte will be followed by Queen Mary 2 and she cannot be delayed any longer. They will be following Sholte outward bound for the PC path.
Yeah, that's what copied, yeah. So we're following behind the QM2.
So you will follow Queen Mary 2. That's fine. Okay, I'll keep you updated. Obviously, any changes, I'll let you know. But okay, I will pass it on that you will be following Queen Mary 2. Like I said, it will be inward bound in YKD meter. Clear channel vessel will be passing Queen Mary 2 at principal port.
That's copied, yeah. Yeah, good evening to you, Chris.
It's Jim on the Queen Mary 2. Yeah, so Simon, just to add to it, we're going to swing off the ocean dock as well.
You're going to swing off the ocean dock. Yeah, okay, that's all copied.
It's a busy day here in the Port of Southampton, unusually, for this time of year. Well, the shipmate Wayno says they're on Queen Mary 2 next year. Shipmate Amanda Edwards says on board, waving a festive flag on deck 15 at the back. I assume you mean Iona. Yeah, she's definitely on the move now. You can see she's pulling away from the dock. Well, the shipmate Anne Morgan says very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to my sister and brother-in-law, Christine and Keith Pickett, sailing on Queen Mary 2. Oh, fantastic. All the way to New York. Transatlantic. Brilliant. Well, the shipmate Michael White, who's our...
Thank you.
There we go. Finally got some brief bit of honking there from Queen Mary 2. Looks like we've got someone with a torch up on the deck there. Quickly zoom in. Torches are the preferred method of communication this time of year. Oh, I think we've got a flag as well. Oh, crikey. Let's see if we can identify this one. Going to struggle a bit. The colours aren't particularly brilliant. I'm struggling with that one. What do we think? Oh, I'm going to go with Welsh. If you could shine your torch behind the flag, shipmate, shine it through the flag, and I can confirm if it's a Welsh flag. I think it's a Welsh flag. I think I can see white and green and the dragon. But you need to shine the torch on your flag. I can't work out what it is. There we go. I think it's the Welsh flag, isn't it? Is it Welsh flag? Oh, it looks very suspiciously Welsh to me. And that's beyond the street light. Lost it. Oh, there we go. he's shining it. I'm going with Welsh. I want to know what you. Let me know what you think in the comments, shipmate. Oh, I think that's pretty. I'm sure that's Welsh. Welsh. Yes, I'm sure I can see a big red dragon. Fantastic. Even got an illuminated flag. There we go. We can see. Yes, I can see it now. Shipmate Lisa Sargent reckons it's Welsh flag as well. We've got a lot of shipmates on board today. It's very strange, isn't it? How some ships we have no shipmates on board, and other ships they're just jam-packed, full of shipmates. No, port one. There we go. There you can see the Iona just passing in front of Queen Mary 2. There, Queen Mary 2 is due away at about 6 o'clock currently. Current estimated departure time. Yeah, we've got a lot of traffic in port today. Get rid of the microphone from port cam, unfortunately. I don't think there'll be more honking. Some great bit of waving there. Excellent flag display. Worked out in the end. Well done. Thank you for that, shipmates. Yeah, quite a few shipmates out of the balcony. It's not a bad departure time. Sure, shipmate, shipmate cruises will light a torch from under the port bridge wing of Queen Mary 2. Port bridge wing. Okay, won't see you until after the swing then. Unless we could see beforehand from the front. Tricky. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. Not sure.
Allocate the need to Southampton, yes, you are totally unreadable, but yes, I'm sure you copied causeway outward bound to Knapswell ground, and I will inform this vessel that you are proceeding to pilot station Bravo.
So Iona is departing on a 14-day Christmas special to the Canary Islands, calling it Vigo in Spain, then Funchal in Madeira. Then Gran Canaria, Fuerteventura in the Canary Islands, Lanzarote in the Canary Islands, back to mainland Spain, Cadiz, La Coruna in Spain, and then back to the port of Southampton. Current weather forecast is low 20s and sunny. I think absolutely brilliant time of year to go on a cruise. We've just had consistently, this week has been really dark, dreary and cold. It definitely has felt like winter. But now I think it's warmed up a little bit the weekend, but nothing like what you're going to experience in the Canaries. So excellent timing. And for Christmas as well. Probably explains why all the staff, I noticed earlier when I zoomed in on the buffet, that the staff were wearing Christmas hats. In fact, I think you can see some here. If I switch over to this camera, there you can see some of the wait staff wandering around. Pretty sure they've all got Christmas hats on. Oh no, maybe he hasn't. No, I definitely have. I can see Christmas hats. Oh, looks like we've got another wave. Hello. I see a torch. Shipmate there in the bulbous part of Iona, the bit that sticks out. There we go. We can clearly see you there, shipmate, with your torch waving. Brilliant. Easy to spot. Let us know who that is in the chat, if that's you. Excellent. Got a couple more flags to go, I think. There's a lot of shipmates on Iona today. And the water is beautifully calm. Look at that. Excellent reflection. Well, the reflection of the water is particularly wonderful when we have an Ada shipping like the Ada Nova that was in last week. That was fantastic. Yeah, a lot of light from the Ada Nova. Same size, in fact, identical ship, sister ship to Iona. But they have a slightly different bow and a lot of lights on the ship. Really good to see at night time. Well, I got all shipmate back, so that's Max.
Thank you.
This is deck 11 on the upper. There you go. That's where shipmate Max is. He's on deck 11. If you're booking a cruise and you're so curiously interested to what deck 11 looks like, there we go. That's deck 11. Somewhere there in the middle. He's still giving us a wave. Well done, shipmate. Many thanks. Let's have a look, see if we've got any prices for Queen Victoria. Iona, here we go. Here, there we go. This is what our shipmate Raymond is on. 35 nights on Iona in the Caribbean. 11th of January. If you're fed up with Christmas and you want to get away, look at this. Southampton, Tenerife, Transatlantic. Then Tortola, Bridgetown, Casteres, Fort-de-France, Antigua, Bastille, St. Martin, Transatlantic, back home, Tenerife, La Coruna and Southampton. 35 nights on board from £1,899 per person. That seems like an excellent price to me for 35 nights on board. There we go. There's the Iona pulling out and the Queen Mary 2 in the background. Red funnels at the ready. Yeah, that's... I wonder if I could... Yeah, 35 days. I'll be very tempted with that, but I'm actually away skiing. I come back on the 11th. I'm not sure I can spend a week skiing and then head off on a cruise for 35 nights. I think I may get some complaints. Would be great though, wouldn't it?
Causeway, VTS.
Ah, look at the water there. Very still.
VTS evening. Question, are you happy with your CPA with the NYK Demeter? All understood.
Very different sizes of ships here. Identical length, but Iona a much bigger ship in the sense of capacity. Iona 185,000 gross tons, whereas Queen Mary 2 a mere 148,000 gross tons. So Iona sort of 40,000 gross tons bigger. She also has, Queen Mary has a maximum passenger capacity of 3,200, whereas Iona has a maximum passenger capacity of 6,200.
NYK Demeter, Southampton VTS.
So that's an extra 3,000 passengers on Iona. 3,000.
NYK Demeter, Southampton VTS. Information with your draft. You do not require to use the out-and-out buoys. You may proceed straight to Bravo. With your draft, you may proceed straight to Bravo, southeast of the nav tower. Over.
Well, the shipmate Bradley Beaumont. Oh, he says that's a really good price. I think you're talking about this, aren't you? Yeah, it is a good price. 35 nights.
NYK Demeter, Southampton VTS. Yes, sir. You do not require the outer nav buoys. Over.
Yes, Margareta Shorter.
Greece Shorter VTS.
That's...
You just let them go last folks now on STT1, starboard side 2.
Yeah, that works out at £54 per person per night. You'd have difficulty finding accommodation in Port of Southampton for that sort of price, let alone transportation, food, lodging, everything that's included. Brilliant. It's a really good price, and especially that time of year. What else would you do in January? You can avoid all those horrendous January sales. You don't have to worry about any leftover turkey. You can forget about that as well. I'm assuming they don't serve leftover turkey on board. Well, there should be Chris Howard. Well, there should be Andy Hills. As me and his wife have booked a 14-day Scandi Christmas on Aurora for 2026. Going to be strange being away from home and family the first time ever on Christmas. But we have Messenger. Haha, well, there we go. Well, I remember we had the discussion earlier the other week, and there were some shipmates who had travelled on board at Christmas time. I forget which ship they were on, and they said that they only had one Brussels sprout. Well, the shipmate Steve Chambers says waving flags on deck, deck 12. Deck 12 mid-aft. Mid-aft on which... On the port side, I presume. Well, I can't see you if you're anywhere else.
NYK Demeter, Southampton VTS.
Oh, there we go. I spotted you, shipmates. Ooh, tricky spot there.
NYK Demeter, Southampton VTS. Information, there is a delay to your pilots. Request that you reduce your speed, please. Reduce your speed to a minimum safe manoeuvring speed. And do not come any closer to the nav tower for now. So reduce your speed, please.
I think he's using
do not come any closer to the nav tower. Over.
I think he's using the tactic of illuminating the flag from behind with his torch. That works really well, that does, shipmate. I can totally see that. That's fantastic. Let's see if we can get a bit closer.
NYK Demeter, Southampton VTS, probably about 45 minutes from now. But stand by on channel 12 and 09. Over.
Is that an England flag or is that another Welsh flag? Is that another Welsh flag? Ooh, it's difficult to tell. Might be another Welsh flag. What do you think, shipmates? I can't really see. I've only got a really small screen here on my setup. I struggle to see what's going on.
27 VTS traffic information, call methane on one engine, West Brambles outward bound. The Arcadia at the Thornlaw outbound is obviously she's clear channel. Iona's nearly completed her swing off the ocean dock and then she'll be proceeding outbound.
Oh, I think it might be a Welsh flag. I'm going to go with Welsh again, I think. Yes, I think it's Welsh. I've just put it on the bigger screen. I'm fairly confident that's Welsh. What do you think? Oh, Christmas flag.
VTS 6, good evening, Town Quay.
Well, the Christmas flag. Oh.
Just 6 VTS traffic information. Iona mid swing off the ocean dock. And ferry traffic.
It's quite tricky to see what it is.
Can I get a ocean dock tide gauge, please?
Maybe it's a Christmas cracker. Father Christmas? Oh, I'm not sure. Sorry, shipmates. It's the difficulty this time of year. There's not enough light. Something there, though. It's intriguing. Shipmate Irish Pad thinks it's a Welsh flag. Lee Sarge thinks it's a British flag. And Steve Chambers says it's a Christmas flag. I don't know what a Christmas flag is. I'm guessing it might have a big mince pie on it or something.
Brambles outbound. The Arcadia following her out. She's clear channel. Iona's off the ocean dock, proceeding outbound.
Yeah, I think it might have a...
BTS, you got a sea line?
Be something.
Sea line, BTS.
I can't work out what it is.
Mum, that's us done for today. I'd like to head back to 29 Borough, please.
You can sea line, BTS, understood, thanks.
Steve Shipman says it's Father Christmas and Rudolph. Very good, shipmate. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a challenge. I have noticed, though, we've got another waiver on the bow. Another waiver, 2 more waivers. Gosh, we're inundated with waivers today. Popular cruise, this one. Whoops, no, wrong button. Oh, my apologies, shipmates. I'm getting carried away.
Call me saying BTS, cancel my last.
It's a popular cruise with the shipmates, this one. We must have 1, 2, this will be 3, 4 shipmates on board, 5 shipmates on board, waving torches. It's fantastic. There we go, right up the front here. Somebody's right at the pointy end here. 2 shipmates right at the pointy end. Lovely, lovely articulation of the arm there. Also helps illuminating your balcony. That makes things really obvious as well. And the other shipmates at the right of the bow, they've got an excellent cabin. I wonder if you can see forward from that balcony. What do you think? Well, the shipmate Natalie Sharp. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. It's great, though. So obvious to see when people are waving their torches. Like even on this wide version here, I can see them right at the front.
Red Osprey shortly underway from Auckland.
Red Osprey, BTS traffic information. Iona's off the ocean dock, proceeding outbound now.
Well, the shipmate Christine Rees. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. So Iona's off on a fantastic cruise. Where's she gone? Where's the itinerary gone? Heading down to the Canary Islands for Christmas. I think that's brilliant timing. Getting out of this miserable, grey, chilly weather here. Port Southampton. First stop is Vigo in Spain. Followed by Funchal in Madeira. Then to Las Palmas in Gran Canaria in the Canary Islands. Then Fuerteventura in the Canary Islands. Then Lanzarote in the Canary Islands. Then back to mainland Spain to Cadiz.
Meter, Southampton, BTS.
And then La Coruna in Spain. And then back to the wonderful port of Southampton. You'll probably be very stuffed. I wonder if you're going... Nope, wrong camera. I wonder if you're on a Christmas cruise. I wonder if you'll eat more than you do when you're at home for Christmas, or you just be doubly stuffed. It's one every time I go on a cruise. I certainly come back feeling a little porkier than before I left. A little bit of honking there. Wasn't expecting that. Might have been Queen Mary too. I also wasn't paying attention. I was busy gassing. I have a new outside microphone to set up, and I've failed to set it up. There we go. The shipmates waving at the balcony there. We get a fantastic view as Iona passes. We married you there. Oh, the shipmate Mike W. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Shipmate Mrs. B, welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. I can see plenty of people waving their torches. This has been a spectacular torch waving. Looks like another one in the centre there. That's just brilliant. I've never seen. I think this is the. I've never seen so many shipmates on board. waving torches. Absolutely fantastic. This is a new torch waving record, I would think. Got another ship, I think another shipmate here in the centre.
Carolina AVTS, all copy, thank you. Confirm SS7 4.2, port side 2. Traffic information, Coral Methane, Tough Ride, correction, South Brambles, outward bound north of the Ride Middle, and the Arcadia is approaching the Prince Consort outbound. Known as at Dockhead outward bound, and the Margaret Schulte underway from the container terminal.
I think I'm losing count of how many shipmates we got on board waving torches. It's astonishing. Oh, lucky devils they are. That's a really bright. That's not a mobile phone toy. Someone's got a super bright torch. Someone got purple lights there. What's going on? My word. Well, I must say I'm quite envious of all you shipmates going away to somewhere warmer, avoiding the Christmas madness and having your own floating madness in the Canary Islands. Excellent planning, I say that is. Excellent planning. Well, the shipmate Valerie Watson, welcome aboard, shipmate. A quick look on the stern, and it looks like a rocking sailing away party going on. Look at that, lots of people dancing around. I don't know what they're dancing to. I can't hear it. Sometimes you can actually hear the music. It blows across the port here, comes into my microphone. I can't hear it today. I think the wind's in the wrong direction. Oh, we've got a couple of more torch wavers up on top. Wow, this is definitely breaking the records for torch waving. We are quite phenomenal. This must be, what, 7 or 8 now? 9? Don't know. And a couple of flags. Christmas flags. Welsh flags. Absolutely brilliant. I'm very impressed. Thank you all shipmates for waving away. It's been wonderful. We'll get to see Iona here pass behind Queen Mary 2. It's quite distinctive how narrow Queen Mary 2 is. But yeah, look at that. I don't think we've had people right up on the corners there. Rather than top deck, and looks like someone's deck down.
Western Shaft, thank you, and standing by for figures when you have.
And you see everyone's dancing away there. Oh, I just realised I don't have a camera on. Ooh, let's turn a camera on. Let's go. Let's quick.
I am OVT.
500.
I am OVTS, copy, thank you.
I didn't quite hear the numbers, but it sounded like there was 50 something passengers. So I would probably think it's somewhere in the region of 5,000 passengers on board Iona. So that's a little less than maximum people. It could be 5,000 something. I'm just afraid I couldn't hear the radio cut out at the most inappropriate moment. I think I may have just spotted, we've got a shipmate on board Queen Mary 2, and I think I've just spotted them under the bridge with a torch. There we go. I mean, another one. Fantastic. I clearly spotted you there, shipmate. To be honest, I looked quickly and thought you were part of the ship. You were so still. I thought you were the navigation light or something. There we go. I can see that now. That's waving. That's much easier to identify. Wow, that's a good torch.
VTS, Ocean Sea.
Next due way, any moments now, is the Queen Mary 2. I'm going to have a quick look over here, see what we can see. There we go. There's the Queen Mary 2. We can see all the lines are attached still. Well, the shipmates. Oops, weather.
VTS, Ocean Sea, and good evening. And I'd like to get underway from Shamrock Quay very shortly. Round for Town Quay, we've got 10 crew. Peace.
Well, the shipmates KSHAE87. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Thanks for subscribing. Next away is the Queen Mary 2. And we've got our shipmate there up underneath the bridge. I believe that's a publicly accessible area there. Correct me if I'm wrong, shipmates. I do get confused sometimes with all these different ships and different designs, but I believe that's a public accessible area because I know quite a few shipmates have said they enjoyed going there and being on the ship in that location. Having a quick look down here at the lines on Queen Mary to see if we can see any linesmen on shore. That's always a good indication that departure is imminent. Oh, yes, I can see there you go, a couple of chaps down there. It looks like he's preparing to let go of some of the lines. So I think Queen Mary 2 will be off shortly. Apparently, I think quite a few of the ships have been delayed due to coaches not arriving early enough, bringing shipmates from various parts of the country. That's one advantage of making sure your cruise is booked using the cruise companies. Yeah, see, they're still loading cases, aren't they? I can see that going in there. It's one advantage of make sure you've used the company's excursions or coach service, because then if it's late, they will wait for you. If you're not late, if you haven't used their service, they won't wait. When I was on the MSC Arcadia in Rotterdam, a couple of coaches on private tours got caught up and delayed, and they had to, and the ship left, and the poor passengers had to try and make their own way to Bruges. Rather unfortunate. There we go. Very distinctive design there of Queen Mary 2. I wonder if is that a Christmas tree in that middle window towards the bottom there, do you think? You can see shipmates staring out forwards. It's a very poor quality picture, I'm afraid. It's terrible this time of year.
Causeway BTS. VTS, that's all understood, thank you. Traffic information, next two vessels outbound from the Central Solent, Coral Methane and the Arcadia. VTS message received, thanks. Cash tidal gauge 2.28 on the flood. Traffic update, Coral Methane, north of the road, middle Arcadia, south right.
VTS Queen Mary 2.
Queen Mary 2, VTS.
Yeah, hello, Jebby. We're good for 18:30 once the Margaret Shorties come past. We've got some passenger crew numbers if you're ready.
Yes, please.
Passengers 2406, crew 1237.
All understood, thank you. Max thrust 10.3.
10.3, yeah. I've got to swing off the ocean dock.
Copy, thank you.
VTS, the Queen Mary 2, sorry, it's 10.34, maximum draft, 10.34.
10.34.
VTS Sealand, all alongside 29 berth.
BTS 27, approaching hotline. Continue high speed, please.
Roger 7 VTS, yes, it's safe to do so, thank you.
Thank you.
There we go. 2,603 passengers on board Queen Mary 2. That's a pretty full ship. She's heading off on a 28-day round trip to the Caribbean. Calling in, first of all, New York, so it's transatlantic to New York. Then from New York, heading down to St. Martin, and then calling in at Dominica, St. Lucia, Barbados, St. Kitts, and then back to New York, and then all the way transatlantic back across. So I'd imagine quite a few of the shipmates are just travelling on the Southampton to New York leg, and probably quite a few travelling on the New York to Southampton leg. But I'd imagine there's a few shipmates on board that are doing the whole 28 days. Fantastic. Well, the shipmate Hans from Norway. The shipmate Hans is in Bergen, if I remember correctly. Iona's heading off for her Christmas in the Canaries. She's down Southampton water. Just waiting for the last couple of bags, I think, to be loaded on Queen Mary 2. There's been some delays with the coaches today. See the old flashing lights there on the back of Iona. Looks like we've got some linesmen down here. Looks like they're readying. I think they might be closing up the door. Yes, I think we could be at an imminent departure here. Yes, I think they've finished loading the luggage. How's the weather doing? It's still quite warm. It's going to be warmer tomorrow, which is great. Might go for a spin on the old Iron Horse tomorrow. It's been a while. Yes, looks like they're taking the loading ramp away. Oh, they should make Caroline Williams. As I was saying, she's joining Queen Mary when she gets back to New York. Can't wait. So you're travelling transatlantic, New York to Southampton on possibly the best ship in the world, the Queen Mary 2. What a brilliant way to go. Well, the shipmate Bradley Bowman says, it's the dredger near Marchwood. Yes, the Manu Pica. Yes, they're currently dredging outside Marchwood. In fact, I'll show you on the old map.
BTS, Bargate.
So there's Manu Pica.
Bargate, BTS.
Yeah, good evening. We finished with the Margaret Short and return is 37 berth.
Bargate, BTS. Copy, thank you.
This area here is being dredged for, I think, for about another couple of months.
A BTS NACC Indian.
NACC Indian, Southampton, BTS.
Yeah, good evening again. Margaret Short clear there, just making tug fast, beginning start echo and get underway shortly. We'll swing and just watch points, follow the QM2 out.
All understood, thank you. Just checking, is the vessel out for sea for orders?
No, next port Gibraltar for bunkers.
All understood, thank you.
There you go. And there's the Manu Pica. It's a platform vessel dredging. So there's a big digger on the front of it that does all the dredging parts, and then the barge comes over and they drop off all the rubbish and spoil, I should say. Looks like we're having the ramps and things taken off of Queen Mary 2 there, so it looks not too long before she's away. Well, the shipmate Caroline Williams, she's flying to New York and sailing back. Well, the shipmate Crop Order said, did I lose Rusty? No, Rusty's fine. He's faded a bit over the years. He's no longer quite so rusty. He's more blondie than rusty, but he's still a bundle of energy. Shipmate Hans, he says he's a Norwegian ship spotter. Excellent, shipmate. Well done. Oh, shipmate Caroline says, oh, she's joining friends who are doing the 28 days. Oh, that's really good. I'm sure they'd be quite pleased to have some friends join them on the last part. Shipmate Bradley says, guess Magnum is to part. They sporadically, every year, I was talking to Chris from VTS, and he was telling me that this is pretty much dredging season. When there's less cruise ships and less traffic in port this time of year, they tend to get on with the dredging. And yeah, they pick different areas and they do a lot of surveying to see what needs dredging. And apparently the area outside Marchwood needed doing this year.
BTS, Ocean Scene at the bridge for Town Quay, please.
Ocean Scene, BTS. Understood, thank you. Traffic information, Margaret Schulte, passing 101. Outward bound.
That's a receipt.
BTS, Red Eagle, cooking.
Station calling VTS.
BTS, Red Eagle, hooking.
Red Eagle hooking, thank you. Traffic information, Iona's passing, so outbound. Margaret Schulte, passing 101 out.
Full copy, thank you.
There we go. There's the Margaret Schulte just on the right-hand side of our screen there, behind Cooties. She is off to Antwerp, I would imagine. Oh, I was going to imagine that Queen Mary 2 is going to wait, but the lines have started coming down. So, right. I should have waited, shouldn't I? But I was going to say I suspect she's waiting. But although saying that, it does take a little while to get the lines in. So I'll probably wait until she's gone past, but they'll be just singled up. No, so I'll get a good view of these lines coming down. It's not often Queen Mary 2's at the Queen Elizabeth II terminal. I think someone said that the Queen Elizabeth II terminal was going to get a refurbishment, or am I thinking one of the other? No, I'm thinking about the other ones. Excellent Blue Spanner Carmen told me that I think it was the Mayflower terminal that's being refurbished. There we go. The lines are being dropped on.
Yes, Margareta Schulte. See your head boy out.
There we go. There's the cargo
Margaret Schulte, Pierhead, thank you.
container ship. Margaret Schulte. There's Iona, all the way down there, a bright blob on the horizon. And the lines are coming in. There you go, you quite clearly see one of the crew there on the hatch, keeping an eye on things. There we go, the line. It did take a while to get the lines in, so I can see why they've... There you go, there's the Margaret Schulte. So as soon as she passes by, there, Queen Mary 2 will start reversing round the dock head.
BTS, Eston. That's us finished on the Margaret Schulte, back to 37.
All copy, thank you.
VTS, the Queen Mary 2, we're just going to start signalling up now.
There you go. Queen Mary 2 is going to start signaling up. So a few more lines come down as the
Queen Mary 2,
shorty
VTS.
passes by.
Yeah, we're just going to start signaling up on 38.9.
Oh, copy.
As an idea on pricing, in a year's time, if you want a 34-night cruise on the Queen Mary 2, here's some sample pricing from our channel sponsor, Paul from Love Cruise. It's 34 nights on Queen Mary 2 for £3,200 per person, approximately. That calls in at Madeira, St. Kitts, Barbuda, St. Lucia, Grenada, Dominica, Antigua, and Barbuda, St. Martin, Santa Cruz, Tenerife, and then back to the wonderful port of Southampton. Alternatively, there was a more price-efficient alternative on Iona, which there's one of our shipmates, Raymond's, going on, I believe. And this is in January, so not long away. And that's 35 nights to the Caribbean. Southampton, Tenerife, Transatlantic, Tortola, Bridgetown, Casteres, Fort-de-France, Antigua, Pasteres, St. Martin, Transatlantic, all the way back, pop into Tenerife again, and La Coruna. Bit of a disappointment at the end of a lovely cruise, but never mind. And then back to the wonderful port of Southampton. I think that looks really good value. But really, the most important thing for next year is you should be thinking about joining our group cruise.
Arcadia, VTS, not very good signal. Did you say north and east of the tower?
Oh, yep, I can see the lines coming down there in the back. Oh, well, shipmate Dunoid says which tracking software to use. Yeah, excellent spanners have replied. Yeah, I use Vessel Finder. I contribute to Vessel Finder. I have an AIS receiver here in port, and it adds to the data of the ship traffic and movements, basically because it makes my life easier. And as an advantage, I get premium access for free of charge. Yeah, it looks like a couple of shipmates there on the walkway that's underneath the bridge on Queen Mary 2. That's a great location. As far as I'm aware, that's a publicly accessible area. I'm pretty sure a few of our shipmates have
VTS, Ocean Scene.
said how much they like that. I think that's Ocean Scene there. Is it Ocean Scene?
That's all received. The Queen Mary 2, do you know if she's on the berth, swinging on the berth, or backing round dockhead? Off the ocean dock. That's all received, thank you.
Ah, there we go. Some more lines coming down. That must be quite a job, because those lines are quite heavy, so they've got to really manhandle them off. Well, shipmate Bradley says, what ship do you cruise? Well, my next cruise, in fact, is on the Norwegian Norwegian Aqua. Brand new ship, maiden voyage, departing from the port of Southampton on March 25th for 7 nights, transatlantic to Boston. And that's what I'm going on next. I shall be planning a rigorous schedule of filming in the morning, editing in the afternoon, and then hitting the galley in the evening, followed by a rum-based cocktail. It's coming down thick and fast now. I imagine the Margaret Schulte is on her way. Yep, there she is. Margaret Schulte, there she is. She's just heading past Dockhead. There we go. All the lines are now down. Oh, I should put the outside microphone on because I'm anticipating some hornage. Let me just put that on. There we go.
Yes, Queen Mary 2, we're on the way.
That's all coming. Thank you.
Yeah, VCS Ocean Scene, yeah, copy the QM2 away. We're going to head over to the rest and head up that way. That's all received, thank you.
There we go, Queen Mary 2. She's heading off, depending on what you've chosen. It's either a one-way trip. So there you go. There is Ocean Scene there. She's the party boat. It's busy this time of year, with lots of revellers on board. So you can see she's just sneaking behind Queen Mary 2. Yeah, she's heading off. Depending on what, I think, imagine you could probably do this next trip in a number of sectors. So the first one is from Southampton to New York. Then after that, she's continuing on to St. Martin, then down to Dominica, St. Lucia, Barbados, St. Kitts, and then back to New York, and then calling from New York back to Southampton. And there's a shipmate earlier, I've forgotten their name now. My apologies, shipmate. Oh, shipmate Caroline Williams. She's joining some friends who are doing the whole 28 days. She's joining them for the New York to Southampton leg. I'm hoping we get a haul, but I'd be wrong. It'll be the first time the captain's wrong. Shipmate meal service software, they're on board. I think he said it's their second one already. They're on the observation deck, which I believe is just here, right at the very front. He said he's popped in because it's a bit cold. It is 7.4 C, so yes, it's not the warmest weather out there at the moment. Observation deck is just behind the big black strip on the top there.
Southampton BTS, Southampton BTS. MOK to BTS, Southampton VTS, good evening. Information. The pilot launch is going to be taking off the coral methane and your pilot in the next 10 minutes or so. Then the launch will come directly to you. Advice, start to proceed to the pilot boarding station, please. If it's safe to do so, alter your course towards the pilot boarding station. Traffic information, the passenger ship Iona, correction. The passenger ship Arcadia at St Helens will be outbound north and east of the Namp Tower. Over.
Certainly calm weather for departure, hardly any wind. Well, she's picked up a little bit, but it's not a lot of wind out there today. Temperature's a bit chilly.
BTS, thank you.
Only 7 degrees C. Visibility's not bad for a change. We've had some very dreary weeks recently.
Causeway, west of the Namp, thank you. Traffic update, Arcadia, St Helens, outbound north and east of the Namp Tower. Call me, thanks. About to start, pilot approaching the corner, outbound.
Pete, Storm has all finished with the NCC India now, heading back to America Wharf.
See our shipmate there with his torch. On the observation deck.
White Storm, VTS, understood, thanks. Traffic information, Queen Mary 2 is just lifted off from 3890. She's going to be swinging off the ocean dock and then proceeding outbound.
All copy, thank you.
Red Eagle, VTS.
BTS, Red Eagle. Good evening, man.
Red Eagle VTS, good evening. Traffic information, Queen Mary 2 is underway from 38.9 now. She's got to swing off the ocean dock and then she'll be proceeding outbound in the NACC Indian Pass in 106. We'll follow her out.
That's all covered, man. Thank you. BTS, Red Eagle. Can we get the dockhead tide gauge, please?
Red Eagle VTS, yeah. You can have ocean dock and it's 2.23 on the flood.
2.23. All copy, thank you.
Oh, instead of reversing around the corner, unusually Queen Mary 2 is going to turn off the ocean dock here. That's great. We get a fantastic view of it in port. It's a little bit lighter up here. There's our shipmate's meal service software. He's up there with the torch up on the observation deck. We can see the bow thruster here on Queen Mary 2 in action, spinning her around. Yeah, got some great views. So, a fantastic cruise this is. Well, actually, is it going to be? When does it get back? It gets back. Well, it's a 28-day cruise. So you'll be arriving back here in the port of Southampton on the 11th of January. Wow, what a way to spend Christmas on the Queen Mary 2. Shipmate Paddy Roberts asking about the Red Funnel will invest into the repair of the Hythe Pier. Yes, I don't know. It's a bit of a controversy at the moment, isn't it? The Hythe, there's a ferry that runs from Town Quay Pier to Hythe, vital link in the local community here. But it's out of action at the moment due to one of the pontoons being a little weak. Recently, someone has purchased the Hythe Pier, so I'm not sure what's going on there at the moment. There we go. Queen Mary 2 clearly says it on the top of the ship. a lovely view here. Queen Mary 2 is going to do a little spin right in front of us. What a delight. Normally she spins at different places, so this is not something we see very often, Queen Mary 2 spinning. I can tell Queen Mary 2 is a tall ship, so I really have to angle the cameras up to get a decent view. Oh, I can see another shipmate there. I think that might be our shipmate. Metal. No, kitchen services software, something like that. There he is, he's up on the observation deck there. He's enjoying pretending being the captain, I would imagine.
BTS, Red Eagle.
Red Eagle, BTS.
BTS, Red Eagle. We're just past the northwest Netley. We're going to hold south of Dockhead until the Queen Mary's flip.
Red Eagle, BTS, all copied, thank you. Additional traffic information, the Y storms passing the ocean dock round for the Itchin.
All copied, thank you.
Yes, Red Jet 6, approaching northwest Netley and permission to continue at speed with caution. We'll be outside the reds to see.
Red Jet 6, BTS, understood, thanks, ocean dock 2.23. Y storms approaching Dockhead round for the Itchin and Red Eagle's going to hold south for Dockhead.
That's all copied, thank you.
Next departure is tomorrow, Sunday, Queen Anne. Then Monday we have Balmoral and Queen Victoria. Tuesday, Ventura. And then Thursday, Arcadia. Friday, MSC Preziosa. Then next Saturday, Aurora. Next Sunday, Balmoral and Queen Anne. Then on Boxing Day, we have the Ada Nova again. I might be tempted to live stream on Boxing Day. It depends on what my personal movements are. Well, Porter Jones says they are due to sail on Queen Mary 2 in May 2026 in a sheltered cabin. Sheltered cabin. Oh, I don't know what a sheltered cabin is. I wonder if that means that you're... Oh, I don't know actually what that means. Maybe someone can tell me. What does your sheltered cabin mean, Porter Jones? Let me know, because I'm not familiar with the term. Looks like we've potentially got a UFO sighting here. Or is it an aeroplane? We are right under the approach to Southampton Eastleigh Airport here. It's not unusual to see drones flying around. There we go, looks like she's starting to spin now. Maximum thrust on the old bow thruster. It's spinning the lovely Queen Mary 2 around. Oh, excellent. Shipmate Blue Marble says the sheltered cabins are the balcony cabins on decks 4, 5 and 6. Ah, there we go. I did wonder if that might be the way. I think I can probably highlight those. No, I don't know. Decks 4, 5 and 6. Struggling to work out where that would be because that doesn't look like it's very high. Yep, I'll take your word for it, shipmate. I'm not familiar with the layout internally of Queen Mary 2. Our shipmate Tiger Milk says they have a solid metal frame instead of the glass. I like them because you get a good view of the water close up if there's any dolphins. Oh, I see. Okay. So I think you're meaning sort of down here somewhere then, aren't you? Okay. Right. Sometimes it's difficult. Ah, I think I've spotted what you mean now. Yes. So I would think it's somewhere along here. Somewhere in this sort of level is where the sheltered balconies are. Or I think there's maybe those circular apertures. A little bit higher. But a bit higher maybe. The ones above them, the blue. Maybe the blue bits. Well, I'm sure you know anyway. Oh, it's above the grey hole line. Ah, it's the white bits then. Yeah. Oh dear, I'm making a mess of this, aren't I? I should just consult the deck plan. It'd be easier, wouldn't it? I'm certainly very jealous of anyone on board heading off 28 days. Very bright, isn't it, the Queen Mary 2 sign? First stop is New York. Then after that, it is St. Martin, then Dominica, St. Lucia, Barbados, St. Kitts, back to New York, and then transatlantic back to the wonderful port of Southampton. Shipmate Blue Marble says, oh, the top two black decks and the lowest white deck. Ah, there we go. We've sorted our conundrums with where these sheltered cabins are. Oh, that does make sense. Well, thank you for that, shipmate. I now feel a little more educated. So I think we're talking about here, aren't we? So shipmate says it's the, what did he say? That top two black decks and the lowest white deck. I guess it's not quite there. Oh yes, I can see. Actually, I can see someone waving a torch. I totally by accident zoomed into someone waving a torch, and would you believe it? Blimey, it's been a torch-tastic evening. I don't think I've ever had so many torches being waved, especially on Iona. We had lots on Iona. I don't think we had any one on Arcadia. Oh, hang on, no, Arcadia? Yeah, Arcadia. But we had loads on Iona, and we've even had 2 on Queen Mary 2. Phenomenal. It's definitely the most torches I've ever seen. Shipmate D1986 says, my partner and her parents keep saying that they need to get me on a cruise, but I keep refusing. They've got to really convince me. Or, well, or perhaps they could just pay for it for you, shipmate. That would probably convince you, wouldn't it? Nothing like a freebie cruise to sort you out. There's a very distinctive purpley bit on the stern. And it's also like a sort of amphitheatre. I really like the general look of Queen Mary 2. It is very distinctive, unnecessarily thin, unnecessarily fast as well. But it does lead to an elegant looking vessel. Yeah, we don't normally see Queen Mary 2 spinning around in this part of the port. Normally she does it further up, or she does reverses around the dockhead. So this is a real pleasure this evening. Makes up for all the delays, doesn't it? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Shipmate Blue Marble says it's the top black deck and the lowest. I think we get where it is. It's somewhere around where the black line is. Yeah, thanks, that shipmate. That's I've got a better idea where it is now. I do look at the deck plans, but there's so many ships coming and going. I'm not always 100% on what's what, and sometimes the deck plans aren't particularly helpful, I find. Yeah, so that's pretty much there is the sheltered. Now you can see those 3 lines, these rows below the promenade deck. I believe what we're calling these sheltered cabins.
VTS NACC Indian, Pierhead Boy outbound, just creeping ahead to follow the QM2 out.
NACC Indian, Southampton VTS, all received, thank you. The Red Eagles at Western Shelf, Caroline A, North Channel for Esso, and boarding shortly at the NAB, the NYK Demeter.
All copied. Good evening to you, Chris.
Good evening to you.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing Queen Mary 2 swinging around here before. I'm sure she probably has, but I don't remember. It often seems to swing at the further end, the upper swing ground.
VTS will venture 2, just leaving Town Quay, 8 POBs over to the Manor Becca.
Well, venture 2 VTS, all received, thank you. The Queen Mary 2 outbound shortly, the NACC Indian Pierhead outbound, and Red Eagle dockhead inbound.
Many thanks.
Yes, Margaret Shorter, Hook Boy outwards. Margaret Shorter, Southampton VTS, all received, thank you. The Caroline A, North Channel,
NYK Demeter boarding their pilot east of the nav tower.
Yeah, thanks for that, Chris. Yeah, we'll follow you out. Have a good run.
Well, that's the end of her swing now. I think she's swing is more or less complete.
Queen Mary 2, Red Eagle, good evening. Thank you, sir.
I was on the Red Eagles trying to find a way to nip past. Well, that's a good end to our broadcast this evening, shipmates. I hope you've enjoyed that one.
Queen Mary 2, Red Eagle. Queen Mary 2, Red Eagle. So you're happy for us to head on in, staying tight to the dock wall? Thanks very much.
I can't believe I can't pick up Queen Mary 2. I've got the antennas only a short distance away. I don't know what's going on there. Radio, the mystery. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one, shipmates. We'll be live next, I think, possibly tomorrow and possibly Monday. It's a bit difficult this time of year. The weather's not so good. Visibility's not great, but we'll try and get some in. And I think that was great because I've not seen the Queen Mary 2 spin there before. I don't think we've live streamed that before. That was good. If you haven't subscribed, shipmates, please do think about subscribing. It does help the channel out a lot. Spreads the word. I often hear people tell me they've never found the channel before and they really enjoy it. So that's a way of spreading the information using the YouTube algorithm. Many thanks to all my PayPal donors, Patreons, members of the channel, and of course the Blue Spanner crew for helping out in the live stream here, and of course all the other live streams that are streaming all the time. Well, shipmates, hope you enjoyed that one. Until next time.
VTS Queen Mary 2 all swung at the Western Shore.
Queen Mary 2 VTS all received, thank you. Caroline A at Hillhead, SO number 7, boarding their pilot now at the nav, the NYK Demeter.
Okay, thank you.